Welcome guys to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel, and in this transfer talk video I'll be going over the week's latest news in regards to United. And obviously it's a quick update from the last video, but there has been quite a significant amount of updates in terms of potential outgoings to United, and I'll be talking about that later in the video. But first of all, I just want to update you guys on my personal situation. I'll be away for 2 weeks from tomorrow, where I'm going to go on holiday with my family, and obviously I can't and won't be able to bring you guys any updates. There's no Wi-Fi within the house or villa we're going to, so what you could expect is, perhaps if you follow me on Twitter, which is at Man United Daily, you can perhaps get some updates when I tweet stuff out. But yeah, other than that, the system on Twitter will be working by itself while I'm gone. But you know, my personal opinion will perhaps be interjected now and again. But again, like I said, it's touch and go where I can get an internet out there. But again, it's just a holiday, so I'll be away for 2 weeks, which means I'll miss a couple of games from the new season, so I'll be getting my opinions out on those when I come back. So that's just a quick update for you guys on my personal situation, so don't be alarmed if there isn't any updates for the next couple of weeks. But going back to the transfer talk aspect of this video, Daily Mail is running the story where Louis van Gaal, as you know, said that after the tour he will be talking to the players that it's not in his plans for the new season face to face, and that talk was supposed to be taking place on Saturday. And the Daily Mail reports that there are quite a significant number of players who are getting the axe. Obviously, not a lot of them are a surprise. The likes of Chicharito, who is a fan's favourite, no doubt about that, but because of his age and his situation, he'll probably want to search for regular football. Nani, again, another one who should not be surprised he was being pushed out the door. Fellaini, speculation about him to Napoli all summer. Anderson is another one. There's Will Zaha, I thought it's another name mentioned in that report by the Daily Mail, but personally, I think we should keep Zaha because, when at times where we need a bit of a ace and a joker in the pack, he could provide that, because he doesn't or hasn't have a great chance to show everyone at Old Trafford what he can do. I mean, he did well on last year's tour. This tour, he hasn't had a much of a look in, but I think it's far too early to let him go. It's only 21, so Zaha, I think, is a shame if he does leave. Will Keane's another one who, through the youth ranks, one of those prolific young talents who could finish, but that knee injury that blighted him since last summer has really stalled his progress. So he'd probably be willing to look elsewhere, especially now with James Wilson pushing up from the under-21s. The surprise name, I guess, is the mention of Raphael, and again, a firm fans favourite like Chicharito. But the surprising thing is that Raphael has been our first choice right back for the last couple of years, so it's a big move if Louis van Gaal does this plan does come to fruition, especially for Raphael, because, like I said, he's one of those that you love to have in your team. He's very passionate. Obviously, that comes from his Brazilian roots, but again, he's just very passionate, very gun-ho in his approach to his footballing abilities. But sometimes that rashness could cost him in some matches, and no more so than that game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League a couple of years ago. But I think he has slowly matured, and Raphael, I think it's a surprise if Louis van Gaal would let him go, because we can't afford to really let any more defenders go. And obviously with this new system, the traditional kind of like fullback are not as needed. But I still believe we should have a plan B, because when the system inevitably won't doesn't function as it should do in some games, we do need a fullback plan. So I think it's hopefully it's not true in consideration to Raphael, because as good as Ashley Young and Valencia is in this new system with wing backs, sometimes we do revert to a back four, and Raphael is a perfect man for that job. So it's either Van Gaal not fancying Raphael, or he does have some sort of new player up his sleeve. But I haven't seen much reports, about potential direct placement for an out and out right back rather than right wing back. So that's a problem area. I think that we shouldn't get any more rid of any more defenders, in my opinion. But again, you just have to trust Louis van Gaal on any of his calls. Obviously, some he will make a mistake upon. But yeah, it's a big summer in terms of United, because Ed Woodward a couple of weeks ago said that we were willing to break the world transfer record, etc. Blah blah blah. And since then, since Shaw, 3-4 weeks ago, nothing has happened. So they really need to get a move on now, United, because as I'm talking to you guys now, we got 19 days left of the transfer market, and there isn't any sort of like imminent signings that's been reported. So hopefully United, I'm guessing, are working very hard behind the scenes, but that hard work needs to come to fruition. Otherwise, we could come into another mediocre campaign. So that's one of the major stories this week, I guess. And a quick mention as well that Shinji Kagawa is staying on as part of that report from the Daily Mail, where I think Kagawa, he can fulfill multiple roles within this new system, whether a deeper role with a kind of like tough tackling physical presence alongside him, or even a number 10. So Kagawa, a very adaptable player. Obviously, Louis van Gaal liked what he has seen from the Japanese playmaker, so I'm happy about that aspect. But some other players like Rafael especially, hoping that reports aren't true. But you never know, we'll have to see in the next couple of weeks. And the other significant news this week is in regards to Juan Cuadrado. I did a video about him during the World Cup sometime. So obviously he's a very very highly sought after player this summer after the World Cup exploits with Colombia, and Barcelona and United are being touted as the front runners for this one. Cuadrado, 26 years old, Fiorentina. He can play as a right wing back or winger, which explains the high interest from both clubs, because Barcelona with Luis Enrique are trying to adapt this 3-5-2 system as well as United. So he could act as a right wing back, left wing back, or even a traditional winger when it dictates to a 4-3-3. His style is very direct. Defensively, he could be found out a couple of times. So again, what you come to expect of this right wing back, where it's a winger converted into a defensive right wing back rather than a defender converted the other way. So he could be defensively suspect. Like I said as well, Rafael's plays could be explained by this interest in Cuadrado, but he is at a good age, 26, so he has bags of experience and probably be ready to step into the team straight away without any kind of like transitional period. But again, that's a bit of a risky strategy, because with any kind of like foreign import, they're going to have time to settle on and off the pitch, and they have to get used to the pace of the Premier League especially. But Cuadrado from the World Cup, you've seen he's a very hard worker, willing to do the running for the team. So he, in that aspect, he's very similar to Valencia in that regards. The price could be between 35 and 40 million pounds, which I think is heavily inflated for that sort of player, because he isn't one of the top players from one of the bigger clubs in Italy. No offense to Fiorentina fans, obviously. But for that sort of price, you expect him to be, out of this world. So I'm guessing United are probably holding out for the price range around 27 to 30 million pounds for Cuadrado before making a move. Obviously, there's been reports about his agent coming to Italy, coming to Manchester and England, but there has been contradiction within the various media outlets. So it's an interesting one to see. But Cuadrado, I think, would add a lot of quality to the out wide areas of our squad. But obviously, for that price point, I would rather put on a 10-15 more millions and try to get Di Maria instead. But again, Cuadrado could provide a pivotal role in this new right wing back position, provide competition for Valencia as well, and can also do the job on the other side and compete with Luke Shaw. So it's an interesting one, but I really doubt whether the fee is feasible for United at this moment in time. I just want to give a quick shout out to reddevilfans.com, which is a new forum site for United fans where you can discuss anything surrounding United, from transfer targets to the latest training kit. In order to join the website, all you have to do is go over there, sign up with an email address and a username of your choice, and then you can start having debates and discussion with other United fans. So again, to check them out, go over to reddevilfans.com. That wraps up another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment below on any of the stories mentioned, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you want to keep to be updated with the latest videos, please subscribe to the channel for more content. You can check me out as well on Twitter at Man United Daily, or visit the website at manuniteddaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.